Right. Okay. Let me actually check something, because I have a feeling this is actually no longer... Yeah, I feel like this is slightly too high now, suddenly. Right, I mean, this shouldn't be too much of a problem, my model being a bit tall up. There shouldn't be much of an issue. Let's see over here. Yeah, this is not an issue. we go. Okay, that's not really an issue. Alright, switch back here. Okay. I need to grab the server name briefly. There's the SGP. Server name. Thank you. Next. I'll start ACC again. Server list. Six. Connect. Okay, now we're in the ACC scene as well. 55. Okay, that's definitely not slow. 28 degrees Celsius track temperature. Right. Okay, I think the brake decks are probably fine in terms of setup. Also, I think the tire pressures are actually fine. Looking at those values, they look very much natural, you could say. Right. Okay. Let's hit drive. Ignition starter. You don't need to operate the clutch. Oh. Please don't get me copyright strike from my alarm. Thank you. So, right, okay. At least I moved my phone onto my desk so I could switch it off. This was my last recourse sort of alarm. In case I accidentally, instead of going to sleep, switch off one of my alarms.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Right, okay.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Okay, you need to pedal the car quite a bit through the S. I think outside of LMP2 cars you can't really take that S ever flat. Like R-Factor 2 you get close I think, but not quite. So they have a really good set. Is it just me, or am I just noticing that the wheels at a fairly close distance already turn into... Those wheels have turned like into a flat texture, flat model there of that car in front. At this distance already. And the only reason you can really see it is because they for some reason render reflections on top of them. It's like, yes, reflections. I'm still low for sure right now, because I mean this guy is completely pulling away right now.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
But I have 28 minutes still in the session, so it's not like I'm running out of time completely.
Well done, mate. Russell West.
Opening up with a 57.7, it's 20th. The tires are not really up to pressure.
Yellow flag, be careful.
And then I'm losing time additionally, so that's great. That's an improvement. Oh, that is a nice line. That was very nice.
Yellow flag in sector 2. Well done, mate. Russell West. Yellow flag.
9th now with that improvement. Good, still practice. That's still important. To give an idea where I'm gonna be in the race. Okay, missed that apex completely. I'm running like absolutely wrong tire pressures. 0.5 off my tire pressure target.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
This car's so fucking smooth, Jesus. It's insane how this thing drives. Like, this is just, you go into a corner and test your grip. It is no question, just story on something the camera. So come around, does the front end do anything? Right, both of them are like right in their place. Now, yes, this car does have understeer at times. Don't get this quite wrong, but like, and yes, you can also get oversteer, but it's like, there's so many cars that you lap after lap fight for that grip. Okay, I messed up now. Got lap invalidated. It's like nothing can unsettle this car. I braked too early actually for the Team 1 right now. And that was too late. Let's just pull over and get tire pressures into these tires. I'm by the second right now of the fastest time, and that is considering I'm running wrong pressures. I'm running, and this is like literally my first run, and this is stock setup. Though granted, most people are probably running stock set. Couldn't have particularly much push on the front. I could still like probably put my bump stop range on the front. Just to give perhaps a bit more playing room for. I'll take another click out of the rear wing on the back to get that extra bit of rotation. Jesus, what did you just have a like? Why do I exit right into a wall of BMWs? Yes, I know. All of them are BMWs. There are no non-BMWs. There's only BMW. Only M4. Not quite sure the guy in front of me just committed murder or the other guy just lost it on power. And then got tapped around. Not sure, but we would have to look at the replay and see if which party gets a penalty. Like, this is practice. Nobody gets a shit. That's not polite. And I've seen worse. I think the best lap is still balked on the dashboard. No, actually that isn't. That's actually correct. Because I got my last lap invalidated. So my last lap was actually faster than my best lap. Because it's invalidated, it didn't count as the best lap. So.
flagging sector 1.
By the BMW. I'm pretty sure it's inspired by the Bronc cars. When you have the yellow, you have the yellow green, you have the black accents, you have the white base color. I'm personally a fan of driving cars with white base color. I mean, this car is white base color, despite the front is mostly pink. But that's because this specific layout has a lot of the secondary color in the front. That's why that's the case. What the fuck the lag? I don't know, man. Seems all good. Seems like the usual. J. Daniel is now behind me. Rapid boy. And the last one wasn't particularly quick.
Yellow flag ahead. Watch out in front.
Good line there out of Mercedes arena. At least I don't have to run that during the 24 hours. Hello, car. Would you actually go up? Slight lifts, nearly flat.
Yellow flag ahead. Watch out. Yellow flag in sector 1.
Right side tires are just completely overpressured. Which is really weird considering I adjusted them the same as the other tires and they are not the load bearing tire. So 6.3. I'm still getting hunted by third fastest guy. Ah, missed the apex there completely. Too much counter steer there.
flagging sector 1.
Need to look into balancing the cambers. I mean, there's right now a half-second gap to the next car in terms of space. I've the educated guess that quite a few might be doing low fuel runs, but honestly, I'm kind of doing low fuel runs with 60 liters. That's not quite sufficient for a half-an-hour race. It's not by much, I think.
Sector 1. Yellow flag ahead, watch out. Yellow flag, be careful there.
Ah, that was a bit wide. Got track limited there. Jesus, that was a way better line for that corner. I counted the apex. Couldn't quite do the turn in there.
Yellow flag, be careful. Yellow flag in sector 2.
Oh, I lost a lot of time there. messed this up royally. Yeah. Still didn't make the turn in, for fucking sakes. Where the fuck am I supposed to turn in there to make the corner? Well, it's like the car's going slow. You're not doing anything right now wrong, and it's just going slower, and the delta's just going to it's just going up. That's not particularly fun.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
Stop pulling over! I don't want to let... So come on. You don't need to. I'm slightly quicker than you, but it's just... It's fine. Not a fast lap, really.
Losing pressure on the right rear.
Oh! I was wondering, why is the tire pressure's okay on the right suddenly? Well, yeah, they're punctured now. I've not dealt with that in ages. Puncture tires. Means also why my pace is starting to drop. Yeah. Right. Open the setup menu again. I don't know what oh, this setters. Fresh tire sets. Well, handling fine. The thing is, it's handling fine. So I don't know what the hell to change on it. Basically on maximum camber nearly. It's actually kind of wants the camber. So we're running quite a bit of ALB on the car. Oh man, there's some people who are like moving the fastest lap time down the board continuously. Those shit for sure are doing quality runs. Yeah, this handle is significantly different now for that corner. When you don't have a punctured tire. Yeah, the... yeah, they've suddenly created a bug where the wheels unload at even very close distances. Well, that's fun, because I'm running basically the highest graphics settings you can. And only when I'm about a car length behind the other car, the wheel rim loads. I don't know if this has been a thing before.
Clear on the left.
Can't do that in qualifying, but obviously I can do it right now.
Yellow flag, be careful there.
One more flyer, I guess. And I proceed to overshoot 2-1. In part I can blame that one because the car decided to not downshift. Oh no, that's good. Slightly overshot there. Oh, slid offline there. That's the problem, trying to double apex that corner you can't really, because if you slide off the racing line, off the inside line, there's no grip out there, so you just go straight at that point. Oh man, the car's slow again. I don't know why I'm half a second off my own pace. It's just the car just doesn't go to pace.
Yellow flag ahead, watch out in front.
And I kind of need a bit more pace. Because 1.2 seconds is not quite
Yellow flag ahead,
frameable on just qualifying fuel. Not just.
Session is now over.
Now that's a better way through the corner section, finally.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
Still not as good of a run through the hairpin. I just can't recreate that. Let's get to reset.
Green light, go, go, go.
Should the HUD map is... Nah, you don't need to. People that want immersion don't want to enable that. So people are like, no, we don't want 120 liters of this car. Jesus Christ, that would be mildly slow. Temperatures are the same. And then now convoy get driving out of the pit lane. Right. I think I have everything I want. I don't know what was that. That's an achievement to stall a auto clutch car. Haven't been there yet. Haven't done that ever before. I always frame these as like automatic clutch deployment. It kind of isn't not inaccurate. I think it's a weird term. It's probably not the right term for these. I don't know the right term. Because they're effectively behaving like automatic gearboxes when you stop. So probably a better term would be soft anti-stall. Stall a car with soft anti-stall is also an achievement.
There's a slow car ahead.
It's 20 minutes on a session. Oh no, not again. Messed up the hairpin completely. Ah. Bit of sacrificing this lap completely. 57.7 still, despite having lifted off through the final corner. Yeah, there were like 3/10 at least lost. But still getting decent exit there. Last time around. Please don't. Okay, you're letting by. Thanks, Brian. But I was hoping you were, when going through the chicane, not going to slow down too much. Although this lap isn't that much quicker. Yeah, I need to shave another 8/10 off this.
Yellow flag, be careful. Yellow flag, be careful there.
Such an awkward corner. Though usually this section messes me up more, but right now turn 2 is really like messing with me. For some reason I can't get a line consistently there.
There's a slow car ahead.
Had to lift a lot there because I turned in bit too late. Missed another apex there. This lap isn't great. Half a second off the pace. Not just on this lap, but in general, to the fastest lap. Which I assume will drop to 55 low. If not 54 high. More likely 54 high. Oh, that was stupid.
Slow car ahead. Yellow flag ahead, watch out.
Not the ideal line there. Hello, car. I completely missed the apex there, and that cost a lot of time. I need to gain so I don't lose it.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
Had to lift a bit much, but it actually was good. Well, at least I'm matching my time. I have one more lap, actually 2 low laps probably, and few remaining. Thanks. Nice.
Time in sector 1.
We're too close to do another lap after this. nicely done.
Yellow flag ahead.
Was very nice from the other guy to let me by. Not the best line there. Cost me over a 10th there, just not getting the right line there.
Yellow flag ahead. Watch out.
And then another 10th here in the I'll clip the grass there, no, because
Well done, mate. Personal fastest lap.
okay, P4 right now. It's pretty solid.
Yellow flag, be careful. Lapping validated.
Pull over right now. Right, okay, 8/10 of the pace of Joe Dallas. As I said, 54 high. That's what he's doing. Maybe feeding it a bit of clutch actually helps it a bit. It struggles to actually pull away when you do what I'm doing. Probably in part because of a fairly long first gear. I don't know the Bentley.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
It's like I don't know how the Bentley drives, but doesn't he drive a Bentley?
There's a slow car up ahead.
I think he drives a Lexus, isn't it? But I have a feeling that like the Bentley probably handles not too different from this car. Might have to try the Bentley out honestly, because how much grip this car has is just mind-boggling. It's like it's so smooth to drive. You can take the curbing. You can do whatever you want. The car will stick. There's a good amount of front end grip. It has a bit of understeer. Yes, it's front engine. But for the most part, the front end actually wants to turn into corners. Yeah, surprising. Way easier to drive than the Bentley, okay. I mean, I have not driven the Bentley, so it's like I don't have a reference point for the Bentley. I know this car is very easy. I mean, personally, I've been like, my car into ACC was the Beamer, the M6. It's fairly reliable and dependable car, but this thing just like blows the M6 out of the water. Like, you have to completely mishandle the car to die with it. It's an absolute ideal beginner car. The M4. Don't know about the BOP, but I mean, considering the lap times we're doing, it seems to be alright.
Slow car ahead. Yellow flag ahead. Be careful. Well done, mate. Personal fastest lap.
Yeah, I would need to improve by 3 seconds to get in like position. Not 3 seconds, sorry, 3 tenths.
Yellow flag. Be careful there.
If I improved by 3 seconds, I would probably switch car class.
Lapping validated.
Yeah, that got the longest hit switch there. Drove it wrong. Hello. That matters too much. I have enough time to get around to start another lap. Can't be then the final one. I need to get my head straight, not make mistakes. Might not matter right now. But if I make the mistakes also on the fly,
Yellow flag in sector 1.
not that I have to leave too much room to him. He's after on P2. Ah, not a good exit there. It's gonna hurt me down the straightaway there. Why did you slow down when you anyway would pull over? I mean, I would be angry if I was on a actually fast lap. Best run for that section. I felt that was a good line, did it? The car, then the Delta was like, no, lose time. Again, slightly worse exit.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
You missed that apex. And then I missed this one. Fuck. Are you gonna let me by?
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Yes, you do. I guess I leave you no choice. As well.
Yellow flag ahead. Watch out.
Holy shit, I lost all of my time for the final corner. How? How was that in the previous attempt so much better? The fucking mysteries of time it's sometimes. Right, we have way lower temperatures now. At like 0.5, I guess the tire pressures. Not this much. I guess also perhaps close up the brake ducts on one click. Although this will probably mess also with the pressures. I mean, we've dropped... we've dropped only like... fine. We're gonna run full brake ducts, I guess, for the first race. I think that's good. We need, however, sufficient amounts of fuel to actually get around the circuit. And for that we need... It's a 30-minute race. We're lapping about 155. Restore 30 minutes divided by recall. Okay, that's 16 laps. 15.6, so 16 laps. Plus the formation, plus one extra, that's 18 laps. 18 laps times 2.9 liters per lap, that's 52. Wait, that sounds wrong. Now that number sounds completely and utterly wrong. Is it really 2.9 liters I was consuming per lap? I feel that number is wrong. Can't be that I'm consuming this little. Like, that can't be it. Yeah, I mean, the game is saying the car consumes about 3.3 liters. Man, I don't know how much do I take at that point. It just sounds too low. Let's just take 70 liters. That
30 seconds.
I have a feeling that number is just way too low. My fuel consumption is way higher. From what I saw, like, I was actually consuming 2.8 liters. So it's like, what the hell is going on here? I don't know what's going on. Right. We will see. I might be over encumbered for the first race and then figure out. Yes, it's just sus. That's just 52 liters is just way too low. Feels wrong. Hello. Again, I stall. That's so fucking hilarious that I stalled this car twice. Which order do we need to go in? You go behind me, for fuck's sake, go behind me. Low beam. The beamer with beam on. Yeah, I think 52 was actually more right. I mean, considering 120 liters should last you about now, a bit more. Yeah, you are sadly too late to inform me. Yeah, if I add this up, it's like 120 liters lasts you about an hour. A bit more, then 52 liters can last you half an hour. So I'm carrying 20 liters extra. Does somebody need fuel? I'm spares. I'm a bit extra, in case somebody needs it. Dude, I'm too far forward and you're still trying to drive through me? I know the rest of the queue decided to, like, go way too far forward. Man, we're struggling a bit to get the tires up to 10. For fucking sake, spray! Calm down! It's really not comfortable if you drive through me, repeatedly.
Stay double fire.
Precisely. What the fuck are you doing, Bray? Because I think you're regular actually to Sim Racing 604. So I don't know why you're doing these things. You should know how to behave. Respect your community members to not do shit like this. It's not fun. I know I skipped in the start, it's fine when you drive through there, but like, if I stall the car, like an idiot. ABS back down, brake bias back to where it should be. Speed limited area.
Green light. Go, go, go.
A bit of a slow reaction from me. I have the feeling they've maybe changed the formation lap slightly too.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
That was aggressive from me.
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
He's slightly all over the place, but he still was able to get a good exit there. So I can't make a move and stay up then. It's very strange that they put beam and blue on this dashboard when you have the low beams on. Would maybe put it in green on the dashboard then. Alright. In attack position. Now what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Oh! And then I get oversteer.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
That camera is spooky. Now I hooked up the section really well. Oh, there must have been... Was there just an accident behind me? Oh... I think I just saw on the rear view camera an accident happen. That's so unfortunate.
Well done, mate. Personal best.
56 from Daniel in front. slid out wide there. Oh, my tire pressures are a bit too high. And a bit too much
Yellow flag
in there.
accepted.
I don't know which time of day the last session is. I mean, this race is in the evening. Or is it sunrise? I'm not sure. I think, yeah, sunrise must be the other direction, so this is evening. Sunrise is the other direction on this track. Because in sunrise you stare into the sun as it comes up while driving through the final corner. In ACC it's luckily not too bad. First lapped car. Really someone not having that great of a time. Probably wrecked in the beginning. Maybe limping on with the car. Who knows? Missed this apex. Way of Wagner behind me. I could have waited for turn 1, but thanks.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Some people are actually complaining about lag on the server. I am not seeing any issues on my end. It's perhaps South Americans who are dealing with internet connection problems. Man, in every other car that would have just been death. Wagner stepping up the pace. 55.8 from the car behind. He's actually... He's on the hunt. The thing is, I'm kind of still keeping jets with Daniel in front, so he's not just running away completely. Though I think he's also driving at like 90%. To be honest, personally, I would gap perhaps a bit more before I drop the pace a bit. That's me. I have a tendency to push even when it's really unnecessary. But man, the guy's quick behind. I'm starting to drop off. He's getting into the zone. Not a great combo. To say the least. No, you don't dive bomb me there, for crying out loud. I mean, he has another shot. Man, where did he just suddenly give up the pace from?
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Where is he? He disappeared! What? He just vanished. Where did he go? I have no clue. What just happened? He drove side by side with me through into turn 2 and suddenly I lost sight of him. I was like looking into my mirrors and he wasn't there, It's like he disconnected right next to me.
Yellow flag is set on. We are halfway through, not over yet.
Refocus, Lucas, because if you start making mistakes, there's still people like 4 seconds behind me who are eager to take the position of me. Might be halfway through the race. That's a long way to go still. Considering I had a half-an-hour Porsche race earlier today. And I said at the halfway point it's not long to go. That's funny. Oh, point. It's not worth watching really. It was a bit of a decent battle at the beginning. goes all to shit. Sad I'm not there to be stuck behind you for another race. Is that you? God damn it, Peter. Mr. O'Brien. Did you accidentally use your ancient Google account to cover it? Yeah, it's very unfortunate. The car was very fun to drive. Perhaps a bit too easy. But honestly, the performance I'm able to bring out of this machine, it's like... I don't know, it's maybe because I don't practice anyway. So, because it's a new car, and nobody has setups, nobody has anything, so everybody's on an equal playing field. Suddenly me not preparing at all for the race lets me shine. But I think honestly also the car speaks to me a bit. It just works. It works out of the box with the default setups, it works without... Okay, I should not read messages while I'm driving mid-corner. Right, yeah. No, I'm just going at my house with nothing but a shitty laptop. Well, I hope I can entertain you for a bit. Wait! That's the leader! That's Daniel made a mistake! Oh my god! I was going through this Schumacher S and being like, yeah, this thing is so stable you could literally drive, mount the curb, no issues whatsoever. Then Daniel dies out of the fucking Schumacher S. I'm so sorry. God, I need to drink some water after this race. I think my throat is... Oh, I'm getting a cold. I don't know. That... Well, I laughed there. That felt not quite right in my throat. That... Or personally didn't sound quite right. And yeah, I was about to mention, like, oh, Daniel's, like, he's going slow. He's not risking anything. I'm sure he can do way better than what he was lapping. Which, well, he's gonna put to test now. And he's probably gonna catch me in a lab. If we battle too much, then P3's gonna catch us as well. I don't know if he hit the wall there, but it didn't look like it. Oh, actually it could be. If I remember correctly, he was coming at a shallow angle and was fairly close to the wall. Would indicate he might have touched the wall ever so slightly.
which may give me the edge. Yeah. He was about 5/10 faster than me last time around. It's hammer time. Perhaps I did not say mandatory pit stop. There's none. You misread that. Whoever wrote that in the in-game chat. Again, a hit that probably with most kills you wouldn't survive. I don't know, maybe with the new physics you can survive a bit more. I haven't tested that to the fullest extent. But I mean, you can still enter easily in an unsavable slide with a Porsche. Don't ask me why I know. Don't ask me. The wounds are still fresh. Not a perfect run for the first sector, and he's immediately in my gearbox. First sector is really a strong suit of his. Nah, we sent that shit with the market to... Mate, I think you would survive it. It's like, it's not the lines. The general lines is like, totally, but like... Where you can just mount... Where you can hit the curb... Get these like, bug hits in ACC. Where the car just gets bounced hard off the curb. Which usually just completely murders you. The beamer just ignores them. Like, you can drive over anti-cuts with these without any issues. Now he's in attack position. He stepped it up last lap.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Also, they seem to tank impact from other cars. I had a race around Spa and I was like hit multiple times in ways that usually should kill you, but the car basically tanked it. Like ACC wise it would kill you, in real life it wouldn't, but like I don't know, it might be the physics update that helps here, or just Beamer being chunky. I like him big, I like him chunky. Pay attention, Lucas, don't drive off the road. I just tend to abuse my car, same. Same. Very much. New physics don't like tire abuse. That's not what we've been talking about. We've been talking about curb abuse. And I got the drive there. Yeah. I mean, I'm usually not good with tires. I'm very good with fuel. That's usually my magic spot. Fuel is what I'm really good usually with. But tires is not my strength really. And I would say it's doable, though at hot temperatures it's gonna be hell. I can tell that already. And some cars might absolutely be hell. It's like, even like 28 degrees Celsius track temperature, that's gonna be high. That's already high temps. I mean, these tires are completely in the correct operating window, but we have 18 degrees Celsius and I'm running brake duct blanking 4. Yeah, I think they need to slightly rebalance this, because the tires are building a bit too much temp from the brake ducts. You can, in some cases, just not control it. And as I said, in very high, like if we have weather similar to the Intercontinental Series Brands Hatch race, where it's just scalding hot, you're gonna literally have to drive slow to stop your tires from overheating. Look, I need to join probably the BMW Mafia, because it's like, well, I'm not a fan of driving the car that everybody else drives, but it's the car everybody else drives. But this car has just been working so well for me that it's just would be stupid to derive anything else that isn't the Beamer. So well, let's focus. Just put the last lap in the book. I'm gonna read chat after this lap. I guess been active there discussing. I'll deal with that after the lap. So, and I'm finishing with how much fuel left? 22 liters. So yeah, my 52 liter calculation and before the race even started was very accurate. And me taking 70 liters was not particularly smart, but it worked. To bring me the win.
Excellent job, man. What a race. E1. Bring it back home safely.
Man. That was just no mistakes from me. Just all put together. Right, okay. Apparently the BMW is OP till it gets BOP'd, yeah. That may be, but I really like the handling of this machine. Obviously the BOP is nice, but I mean I have not driven this car against anybody but other BMWs so far. I've just driven this car in isolation. Not looking at the BOP, not looking at the performance. I like the handling of this machine. That's why I want to pick it, not because of BOP. I've not looked into that. I mean, the lap times around the circuit look good. Hope so it's up just like die racing, great. Yeah, I can, Eric, I can definitely confirm it's very easy to drive. It just goes where you want to be. It has the sure you have a bit of understeer, especially on the brakes. You can I had around Spa like a bit of lockup issues with the car, but nothing you could just dial the brake bias 2% backwards and it works fine. It's nothing special with how the car handles, but yeah, that's fine with the car. Yeah, that is working. So you have a bit of understeer mid corner, but and you can also produce some snap oversteer out of corners if you make too many if you just overcook it a bit too much, or especially out of the corner after the comp. That's 180 right. That one is you can get a bit of oversteer out of that one. So yeah, that's. So yeah, that what. Next season is next year, most likely. Most likely, in terms of Sim Racing 604, the next season is next year. Come on. That doesn't sound particularly easy with the machine. Right. Okay, yeah, I have a feeling if it is, I mean, you guys have been mentioning, I'm pretty sure it's also the case that the car's BOP is making it OP, so it's most likely going to be run by a lot of people. Yeah, I mean, yes, there's just not enough time to run another season this year. I don't know anything more than anybody else really, in terms of when the seasons are. I mean, Brian hasn't approached me for selecting tracks for the next EU season, so there's that. I don't know, we might start already end of this year. Don't ask me. It is what it is. Right. I mean, I have water next to me. I don't need to walk for it. I just need to. I just want to drive back to my pits. Alright. Where's my water? There it is. Right. Hello, would my mouse cursor come back? Yes, my mouse cursor comes back. Thank you. Right. No more British GT. But you can actually race. Yeah, I mean the passing on the British GT tracks is pretty bad. It's pretty difficult to pass on them, but for the most part they aren't like bad tracks at all. But it's just that was it. Right. So most likely it's gonna be something else, obviously. And we're not driving every time the same track. Except there's a couple of tracks everybody wants to constantly drive, and there's a couple of tracks nobody wants to drive. So there's that. Alright. Okay. I mean, the frame rate is pretty bad here, so I would like this to transition, finally. I mean, I can open the setup menu. Oh, I mean, I drove it a slow in lap, so it's like, oh, I don't know. It must have been between 70 and 80 degrees on these temps. The overlay is set to that it's full on green at 80 degrees. My tire overlay. So the pressure in the tire temperature is 80 degrees fully green. 60 was it 60 or 50 degrees is that it's fully dark blue, and red is at I think 110, if I know my numbers right now for my on-stream overlay. So you get an idea of roughly where the tire temps are. They don't invite actual racing. Well, the Nordschleife doesn't invite actual racing as well. And there's a lot of tracks that kind of apply this to. This applies to. Like even this track. It's not particularly easy to pass. Obviously the British GT tracks have, for example, brands. Just try passing around brands. That's a fun exercise. Right, we do need to take some pressure out of tires for sure. Maybe 0.4, I guess. Right, let's reduce the fuel load so I'm not carrying around an entire gas station with me. And also I could also save the setup in case I want it again. M4 Nürb 01. Okay. Off the jacks again. There's no pit stop. Right. We're to do it all over again. All the bargain brands. You have PTSD flashbacks from when you drove it in Ferris. Because you did not have a good time. That's not fun. Right. Oh, the race format was changed like 3 hours ago. I don't know, like, oh yeah, they congratulated me. I missed it, sorry. Gonna write in the text chat. I try to remember doing that. I'll run the text chats, to say like, what the hell happened to you in race 1?
30 seconds.
Because I don't think I will win this one again. It was based on a very aggressive, very good start to get me out of P5 into the podium, into P3, and then passing up to P2. Every time I've raised up, oh, that's not nice. And
Going single file.
at least it's consistent. At least you know it is this track that is causing you grief. For me, it's like, well, I can have a Hungaroring race that goes to absolute shit, and nothing wants to work. And then I can have Brake continuing to ignore how a formation lap is done. Behave. For crying out loud, Bray. Why is everybody trying to pass through me? Yeah, we don't want that consistency, but at least behaves consistently. But it's like, I drove a race around Hungaroring once, and with a Porsche GT3, and it's just I was so far off the pace for no particular reason. I don't know what was wrong. I just couldn't get any pace, and I retired in the end because it's just I was literally the slowest GT3 car on the track. It was just, yeah, they stopped being fun. Like I was driving everything out of the car, and just nothing was there. I wasn't doing anything majorly wrong. It's just, I don't know, the pace wasn't there for some reason. And then I drove, obviously, the GT4 race there. The KTM performed very well around the track. And then I drove a Porsche Cup car around the track, and I did not perform particularly well. Despite that, I performed in the same championship the round before around Paul Ricard incredibly well, but I didn't perform particularly well, even excluding that we got wrecked in the Paul Ricard race in the team sprint. I wasn't particularly fast in the team sprint either, but for some reason in the Cup car I was like an absolute monster. Do I want to be inside of you? No. I want personal space. At least I halfway see where I'm going. It's not like the KTM where an M4 GT3 drives through you and you're just like, well, I guess I'm seeing feet. Because you're basically in the basement of the M4 with the KTM. It's just so tiny in comparison.
Stay double file.
Right, okay. The brake bias back. I didn't warm my brakes really. That should be fine. You just can't get around people. Yeah, I think that's generally the thing. Nobody can. You're just used to passing. So when you suddenly can't pass and have to rely on everybody dying, which at least at brands that works reliably. You don't need to pass people at Brands Hatch, you just need to stay on the road.
Green light. Go, go, go.
Ooh.
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Oh no!
Car on the right.
Sorry.
Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Would you please get by again? That's just lapping on our train. Yeah. It is what it is. Hopefully with the American DLC they bring VAR. You're gonna fear that circuit as well. Although at VAR you can at least pass. Like on a long straightaway if you know, outbraking someone into the on the back straight into the I don't know the corner names, but like it's not a hairpin. It's a complicated corner combination. Boy, I just witnessed somebody fly off into the sunset. Well, that's not great. So, challenge, can I get into the podium positions? Or do I just finish in the top 5 this time around? Oh, Wagner got a wiggle there, but I'm not close enough to get around. Come on, Wagner, you were such a threat in race 1 till you vanished. So could you please threaten the other guys in front instead of being a roadblock for me? I would appreciate that. Oh well. Both of us headed wide, but you wider. Give me Road America. I'm an hour away from there. Ah. Yeah, Road America is cool as well. There's so many like kind of cool racetracks. Kota is pretty nice. Yes, I will say that. Kota is nice. Road America is nice. I mean, just Sebring. Like, it might shake your teeth out, but it's a great track. Like, if you do a 4-hour stint around Sebring like I did last week, like your arms are very second-hand afterwards. Pun not intended. I mean, Glen is also a really good circuit. Road Atlanta, I have the unpopular opinion is kind of overrated. That might, however, come from me that if you turn like a couple hours straight of laps in a multi-class race around that circuit, you just get dizzy with how many laps you turn. And the high curbing wants to mess with you. And then you have to deal with issues with the traffic if you are in a prototype. If you're in a slower class, you also have to deal with the traffic. Oh, Daniel's back in third, making the race back interesting. Right. Yeah. I've been once in my life to the Hockenheimring, which is only about an hour and a half drive away from me. Wasn't on a race weekend. I 7 or something. Very young. Barely remember. So yeah, I've never been to an actual race in real life. There's some buddies of mine that drive R-Factor with. We're thinking of going to the Nürburgring 24 hours, meeting each other there. Sounds perhaps in the future. Which, I mean, because it's Germany, it's like, well, Nürburgring is like 4 or 5 hours drive away. I guess we might have like a quarter of the area of Texas, but about 4 times the population. So traveling to the next state is like, I don't know, you could probably do it on a bicycle in a day. Even on the larger ones. Oh, that's cool.
Yellow flag in sector 1. Yellow flag, be careful.
I can't quite keep up with those guys in front. They're lapping.
Falling behind to the car in front is
Yeah, they're lapping mid 55s right now. I need to slightly step up the pace. Although if they continue to battle like this, they might slow each other down. So I'm not sure that's gonna be sufficient. Culture in quotation marks. Right. That's interesting. I should try to talk German with you. I should probably remember basically nothing of it anymore.
Well done, mate. That's all best.
It's a bit wide. Full of myself, lol. I mean, the funny is, these days I'm starting to struggle to speak German. And it's my first language, but like sometimes, well, What is this weird? I need to talk, and I'm like mid-sentence, and I realize, wait a second, I have an English word in there. I mean, it's not uncommon. There's the entire thing about the English language, especially with certain words creeping in. I'm not the only one who has like issues with this stuff. A friend of mine like mentioned that he mid-conversation in the middle of a German sentence used because for some reason. Not the German version, like actually used because.
Losing to the car ahead is sector 1.
Oh man. Alright. They just keep me just about out of fighting range. They just about keep me out of fighting range. That's kind of annoying. Now it's starting to get into fighting range. Brace struggling a bit there. Ooh. JD getting impatient. Not JD, sorry. J Daniel. Because we have 13,000 people who are named Daniel for some reason. Yeah, I mean he got stuck behind me after spinning out, and it's just he constantly puts brace on an offensive line, so brace is slow, so he's able to attack again, but it's difficult to pass around the circuit, especially if you're in identical cars in this case. No, I completely and utterly matched that car in front. Maybe I lost slightly in Sector 3. And there comes the murder.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Oh fuck.
Got some light damage on the front of the car.
well, brilliant. We commit collateral there. Are you going moving, Robinson? Well, that's brilliant. I know. I didn't pay attention. It wasn't Robertson, it was Brace who didn't return. After I body checked him out of the way there. I just didn't quite pay attention there. Ah! That's unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Well, we have somebody to pass. Don't let him sit in front of me. Well, I have in front of me. I'm gonna die from that one. Oh. What we're gonna see. Two minutes or 7. Oh, that was close. Oh. Getting a run and on him was gonna be fun. Except when he messes up.
Clear on the right.
Easy. You got rubber banding. I mean, he wasn't rubber banding that much. He was rubber banding a bit, but not that much. Oh, Dallas actually slowed down to bring the battle back together. I was like wondering, wait, who's that back marker? No, it's Dallas. Dallas has just decided, like, well, because of the chaos, we're just gonna reset. Dallas is bored, he doesn't want to win. He doesn't want a reason to switch from his Bentley. I think it's Dallas who drives Bentley in the usually. So the Daniel is making quick work out of him. He's already passed David. Dallas, you made a mistake. Slow down. You made a massive mistake there. He's the leader of the boat mafia. Well, he wants to stay the leader of the boat mafia, so he needs to lose this race so nobody can convince him to drive join the BMW mafia. The join the no indicator mafia. Well, his lines are not quite tidy. He's making mistakes. He's missing apexes. All of that stuff. I never run there. Didn't I break early and lose all of my momentum there? And I have Wagner back in my gearbox. Rematch after he probably got disconnected out of the first one. Still don't know what happened there in race 1.
Slow car ahead.
I know, another back marker.
Yellow flag ahead. Be careful.
Ooh, that's not pretty where that car's standing. Not too bad, but it's not great either. We're telling JD to switch to the Beaver, but he won't budge from the Lexus. I mean, you've driven the Lexus in the Team Sprint, it's a cool car, right? I've only test driven it once. Because the 6-hour entry fell through with it. I heard good words about the Lexus. Maybe I take the Lexus. Nah, I'll probably take the Beamer, let's face it. Well, it's a question of what I'm actually gonna drive in the near future. I like the McLaren a bit better. Haven't driven that car much. I think outside of shaking it down. I only see so many cars that I just haven't driven, and I'm not really loyal to any car, so it's like... You hit the flame. I understand all front engine cars. Fair enough. Not a fan of understeer either. I've driven the Porsche, I've driven a variety of car, different engine positions. From having tried them at Ferrari, it's a dumpster. Wheels attached to it. It's like way worse than all of the front wheel drives in terms of understeer. That thing. It's just understeer city. I don't know why people want to drive that thing. MUQU has better rotation, and that's saying something. He's not making it. It's messed up. Again, the run in the wrong place. And nearly I get overrun from the back. I'm not timing my when I brake correctly, so I can get a run onto the straight here. I can't really gamble on like moves that might run the outside because he's have a car directly behind me. Man, he's using like every little inch of the track. Get a decent drive out of the corner. Read something. Romeo update made all of the cars handle differently. It's a new update, so I guess. I need to focus on driving right now. But
Yellow flag in sector 1.
ooh, that was a bit close. That was a bit close.
Final lap.
Yep, final lap.
Gaining on the car ahead in sector 1.
Here we're matching each other in lap time completely. Oh, that was so
Car on the right.
tight.
Clear on the right. Light damage in the rear.
Yeah, he's gonna try something. Don't crash trying to talk to me. I'm not crashing while talking, I'm going probably slower. Yeah, nah. I mean, I thought you were watching. Or is your internet and laptop so shit that you can't even really watch? I mean, you're hearing me, so it's... So you know if the race is over or not. Except that you obviously have like a 30-second delay, but you have enough messages that I'm gonna cover the 30-second delay. Well, I guess it's 30 seconds. I've never timed it. It's It's not an additional delay added, it's just the encoder delay. Because I'm not running on like ultra responsive with a low latency, just to... I've not tried what the quality difference is, it's just... I predict there probably is some. It's all good, man, all good, Wagner. Just finish. Dude literally texted while driving, got over it straight away. Well then there. P3. Right. Okay, well I haven't driven it since the new update, so I guess I'm gonna see if I'm still part of the MUQU gang after. Oh. Don't read while you're driving! That looks probably so fucking silly, because like I just was reading up there the chat and not paying attention where I was going and just drove it all. I haven't done that in a while. Like after I do this 24 hours of the spa in the boat tomorrow. Yeah, I'm driving a Nürburgring 24 hours tomorrow. What the start of the race is tomorrow. So that's gonna be fun. Though my first stint is 8 PM my time. I think I have another stint around a similar time like this. I think, and I'm driving actually the finishing stints. So yeah, I and the finishing stint at the end of the race is about midday UTC. So yes, Dad, driving the Porsche Cup car again on the Nürburgring Nordschleife in R-Factor 2. So that's gonna be fun. Oh yeah, right, you're watching in the background. Writing an essay and doing some other homework in the background. Yeah, okay. I mean, as long as the car go boom boom, not finished. Hello, could I kindly get my mouse cursor? Yeah, okay. So, right, okay. Okay. Wait, what is that there? Okay, so it's Mike Evans apologizing to David for making a bad rejoin. Well, that's comedically that's one of the administrators takes out one. Actually, another administrator, but he's also like the head coach. So that's fun. Right, yeah. So you have to see if you're still in the MUQU gang, right? I've read that. The new update made all of the cars handle different, so I guess I'm gonna. Yeah, I mean, I've driven so far. Since the new update, I've driven the M4 now twice. I drove it once around Spa, once around this circuit. I've test driven the Porsche around Zandvoort once. I've never driven the Porsche around Zandvoort before, so I don't really and I mean the GT3R Gen 2 car. So that's that one. It handled like usual, but that could be also me. And I drove the Porsche Cup car earlier around this circuit, and that drove about as it did before. Like I wouldn't. That's probably also just me, who's just like, well, I've driven hundreds of different cars, and it's just has 4 wheels and goes broom. So it's gonna drive similar. It's not gonna reinvent the wheel, the physics update. It's gonna change probably how you get the absolute maximum out of the car, and maybe certain issues with certain cars about the tire overheating and stuff. The Beamer seems to not struggle too much with this. It has a bit of front locking issues that I note. Actually, we can check how the tires look. How do all the tires look on this car? There's some light graining on all tires on the Z4. Z6 has it on most of those tires except the right rear. Tire was pretty even. And yeah. I mean, Z4 and Z6 are the tire sets that are used in the race because ACC things. Wear out is pretty balanced. I mean, I wore out about at most 0.5 centimeters on the tires. Or is it millimeters? Yeah, it's millimeters. 0.5 millimeters. I don't know. It's 2.5. So in half an hour, I wore out that much. So this thing can run an hour easily on its tire set. At least on this circuit. Though there are other circuits where you see more wear. Office, yeah, there's people like have their they need their specialized setup that works only in those specific conditions. They only work with that one car and they just drive that. But then there's people like me who load like 30 minutes before the race starts up, load the aggressive preset, and I don't know, the car isn't quite there where it should be, but I guess I can drive it. I'm gonna get it around the circuit. It's not ideal, but it's gonna work. And as a driver like that, you're not gonna like, oh well, it drives slightly different. Like it drives slightly different if it's 10 degrees hotter or colder. Right. But I think there's some changes in the general behavior. That's probably like so universal that it doesn't change really how the cars drive. How you approach an individual car, it's just you approach. But yeah, I haven't done enough testing really to determine this. I've tested the Porsche a bit around Sanford, and it behaved like it used to, really, and didn't do anything particularly special. I drove the GT. I drove the Cup car, and it did things that a Cup car does. The only thing that I noticed with the Porsche around Sanford, it was about just under 30 degrees track temp, and with the default setup, the thing just cooked the left side tires. Like, they got absolutely cooked. They completely overheated. Or was it the right side tires? One of the side of the yeah, I think it was the left side tires. They got so cooked from this, and I think I also increased from the default setup already the brake ducts. So I have a feeling they might change the brake ducts to actually cool a bit more, because damn, they do not cool at all. If you're in very hot conditions, you need to open them up a lot to get the tires to not absolutely go up in flames. And in very hot conditions, you most likely have to actually drive slow. Or just drive on with overheating tires, which seems to also just be fine. It's gonna go slower, but it works. You have a bit less grip, but the tire just works. It doesn't do anything stupid, it just works. So that's good. You might get more grinding though. Right, okay, let's exit out again, yeah. Like a championship where people expect me to. Since I won the last season, yeah. Yeah, fair enough to put. I have my issues with motivating myself to get practice. Motivation is the least of the issues, kind of. But like, it is that way. It's just where you have to. Let me compose this thought. Yeah. Let's pull these out. Right. Okay. But yeah, it is the. Not tracking, but you can't really work. It is that where it's just you have to put some. It doesn't change really much. It's you just put some more practice into the race and run it, but like it doesn't change your ability to adapt to the conditions. If it suddenly rains, a lot of people are gonna be screwed. But like you're gonna be not turning your fastest laps, but you're gonna be fine. you're gonna adapt to the situation. That's a valuable trait, and I think that's really helping me right now with these Beamer races, because I'm not quite sure I would keep up with JD and stuff usually, but well, in JD and when I did the Spa race, I was also in like one of the fastest cars on the track, so it's like I don't think I would usually be fast enough to do that, but I guess with the new with the car being new, I've mentioned it earlier already, but like, I really do think it's like with new car, with everybody being new to it, it suddenly just resets to those that put a lot of practice and effort into their setups. They're just gonna be suddenly as fast as the people that don't put any effort in, because the people that put effort in haven't put the effort yet in. So yeah, right. It is 5:30 a.m. I have slept a bit tonight, but not much, about like 3 hours. And I don't remember really sleeping, but I basically blacked out. And the previous night I slept about 2 hours, and I have a 24-hour race coming up, so I definitely need some sleep. So I have to end this here now. I'm just gonna say goodnight. Bye bye.